All right. Oh, it's all nice and quiet. You're ready to go. My name is Linda Locke. I'm the president of Berryessa Citizens Advisory Council. I'm also a retired educator from Berryessa. I taught at Piedmont for many, many years, and my last 5 years were at Sierramont. So I covered both schools that are here tonight. So we're very proud to have you here with us and to show off your talent and to show off the talent of the teachers that you have that got you this far. All right. So we're going to have a short meeting here. I'm calling the meeting to order at 7 o'clock sharp. How about that? And we had meetings, minutes from the meeting that went out. So if anybody has some corrections, you can let Ty know later. And the treasurer's report, Susan is here and she can give a treasurer's report. We are an organization that has been established in 1973 and have been ongoing ever since.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Susan, the treasurer for BCAC. So for the November 2022, our budget report, we had a beginning balance on November 1st of $3,310.14. We had expenses of $153.36 for refreshments from a July 23rd event here at the park. And our ending balance was on November 30th, 2022 was $3,156.78. We have a City of San Jose District 4 grant that has a balance of $10,000 and a City of San Jose Cycle 4 grant that has a balance of $5,000. We also have a Not Unknowable charter. Beginning balance on November 1st was $15,102.16. There were no expenses this month. The ending balance November 30th, 2022 is $15,102.16. So for all the people that are here that have never been to the Berryessa Community Citizens Advisory meeting, this happens once a month. What is it? Second Monday of the month, and we're off for the summer. So July and August, we don't have a meeting, but we have city council members, the police departments that are here, the school superintendent is here. They give valuable information, and we have speakers. This is a cost of $10 a month. I mean, $10 a year, and it covers all those months. So if you'd like to join, we're taking applications. Anybody can apply, and we'd really love to see some new faces here. And also host this once a year. You know, our wonderful children that have these great talents. So it'd be great, like I said, to see some of you here participating. This next year will be our 50th anniversary of this community organization. So it's been around a long time, and it keeps Berryessa as a whole. So thank you.
Just to tell you a little bit more about BCAC is the last 5-6 years we've been doing projects around the area here, and the murals have been on our walls out here. They were painted years ago, they faded, and so we hired the actual original painter. They came out and refurbished the whole thing. We worked with the city. We put the park benches out here. We did a whole project on that. We had a project with banners. If you go down towards the flea market on both sides of Berryessa Road, you'll see banners that were created by community members and students, and kind of showing off what's around here, Alum Rock Park, our Berryessa schools, our BART, the light rail. So all of those things that we are doing to enhance the community. That's why we charge dues and we write grants so that we can do more things for the district, okay? The other part of business I'd like to do right away is our election of officers. All of the officers that are current are staying at
their positions, except for Roxanne will be moving into the vice president from the at-large position, and Ron Appleby, who has been our vice president for several years, is going to step aside. He'll be doing some other projects for us with BCAC, but he wanted to do that by himself. So I'm going to ask, I'm going to tell you who's running for office, and we'll get these things out of the way. President Linda Locke, Vice President Dr. Roxanne Fuentes, Corresponding Secretary Sita, maybe you could raise your hand because there are going to be some new people here. Susan Fowle, the treasurer who you just saw. Ty Greaves is the secretary. He does all this, so he's keeping track of what we're doing here tonight. And then we have 3 new people. Sandra Harrison Kay is running for at-large. Robert, how do I say your name? Mickanen. You got it right. Oh, okay. And then Paul Tuttle. I don't know if Paul's, is Paul here? I see hands, but I don't know. Okay, so those are your officers, and we would like to hear a motion from a member to accept. Yes? Motion to approve by acclamation. Is there a second to that motion? Sita? Okay, Sita got it. All right. All those in favor? Aye, okay, that'll be good. Is there any objection to that? Okay, so now what we will do is we will have Piedmont Middle School, the band, under the direction of Miss Susan Chase, performed, and then we'll do some more meeting after.
Parents must be incredibly proud. It's just, I get all choked up listening to them. It's wonderful. We're so blessed to have great music instructors and kids that work so hard to get all this music. That's why I like to show them off. That's what I say. Show off our music program in Berryessa.
Thank you. We're trying to clean up.
Okay, whatever, take your time. I forgot to mention Sharon Root's name as an at-large. Can I have a nomination from the floor? Ty, you want to make a nomination from the floor to renew Sharon Root as an at-large person? All right. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. In favor? Sharon, you are stuck again. One more here. Okay, thank you. And Ron Appleby, while we're waiting for the students here, would you want to come up, please? Ron has been very, very active in our Berryessa community for a long time. He does a lot of things that we don't know about. We did elect him as the Citizen of the Year in Berryessa in 2018, I think it was. And his wife said, I don't know why you didn't do that sooner. I said, well, we didn't know they had 2 pages of information about what he's been doing in this community all these years, because he does it quietly. Those plants, those palms that are down Sierra Road, planted them. He got them all planted. Cherrywood School, they live around the corner from Cherrywood School. When the trees were planted there, there was no water, it was a bad time. And Ron and his wife would walk over with buckets of water to keep those plants alive. That wall that's out here, that's what Ron's doing, getting people in the community to hang up their artwork, and so it's different for us here to enjoy, but he makes make sure that every month there's a new person out there doing that. And so we wanted to recognize Ron for all his work. He just wants to step aside. We're going to keep him busy doing any other projects that we have, and the wall included. And he likes to work in the park and on the park projects. So I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, when Linda was talking about the BCAC, one of the other things that they have these candidate forums for mayor and city council and supervisors are really important for the community to see what the candidates are like. And then the art wall, it's every 3 months I rotate, and if you want to get a hold of me afterwards, and you would like to have your part on that wall, I can arrange it. So I don't have anybody for April.
Oh, hey, great. Thanks for letting us know. Ron does all these things. He likes to participate, and that's what we do here, is to get, have the community get together and do things. So usually we give out a certificate. Sometimes it's framed, and I was gonna do that, but I thought, what good is another certificate and framed even? So I'm doing something a little different. Giving him a prize. Got caramel popcorn and Ghirardelli chocolates, so you can enjoy yourself for all your hard work.
I'd rather have food than a plaque.
That's right. You can't eat a plaque, so you're most welcome. All right. And now is our police officer here tonight? I can't tell. I wouldn't know. Big show. Captain Trayer, don't see him. Any more law enforcement? Okay, so what we will do is, go ahead. The choir is going to perform for us from Sierramont Middle School under the direction of Emmeline Montoya.
Can your toes be at the Good evening. Ms. Montoya from Sierramont Middle School. Our first piece is A Path to Each Other by Jocelyn Hagan and Timothy Takich.
each other, each other, love has to each other.
We go.
Each word a stone, we can build a wall. We can build a wall. We can build a wall or a path to each other, to each other, a path to each other, each other, a path to each other. We can build a path, we can build a path, we can build a path, we can build a path. Each word a stone, we can build a path to each other.
You're not being graded. Relax. Relax. Yeah. So we're going to divide a little bit differently. So you still are going to be 3. Let's do it. 5, and then you 6. Got it? So Adrian, slowly. You're part of this. Don't move, but you're part of history. You see where you are? Only half of my choir was able to show up tonight, which is why they're so scared. They're not being graded, but they think for some reason they're being judged. They're fine. They're fine. So. So this is umoja. Umoja is the first principle of Kwanzaa. Umoja means unity. You might have noticed that you saw Christmas lights up in September. So for Filipinos, if the month ends in Ber, it's time for Christmas. We say September, October, November, December. Ber, Pasko na. Pasko is Christmas, by the way. We celebrate Christmas until January 6th, so it's, or February, depending on the household. But it's a whole quarter of the year, so enjoy. Himig ng Pasko. Ready? Tell a story.
hangin, kasayanang bawat damdamin. Ang tibok ng puso'y saritin, para bang dulog na langit. Himig na Pasko'y naganap, mayroong sigang lahat. Wala ang kalulutan, lubos ang kasayahan. Ng Pasko'y umiiyak sa loob ng bawat tahanan. Masaya ang mga lamig, malawin ang simoy ng hangin. Himig ng Pasko'y laganap, mayroong sigang lahat. Wala ang katulutan, lubos ang kasayahan. Tuwing Pasko'y umiiyak sa loob ng bawat tahanan. Masaya ang mga dalawin, mayuwit ang simoy ng hangin. Himig ng Pasko'y laganap, mayroong sigang lahat. Wala ang kalulutan, lubos ang kasayahan. Ng Pasko'y umiiyak sa loob ng bawat tahanan. Masaya ang mga tanawin, mayawit ang simoy ng hangin. Mayawit ang simoy ng hangin.
Now, if we were judging, what would you give? 10? 10 plus? 10 plus. Jim, you want to give a report now while we're transitioning to Marosco? Jim. Jim. While we're transitioning from one place to another. We do. The David Cohen person.
So, good evening, everyone. My name is Tim. I represent our City Councilman, David Cohen, who represents District 4, Berryessa, North San Jose, and Alviso. Do I need it?
Yes.
Okay. He regrets not being here tonight. He typically loves this December holiday meeting every year that BCA sponsors it. However, his own son has a band concert tonight at his high school, so he's attending that. It's been a busy holiday season for the councilman. He's attended several events over the past week. Some of you might have come here to the center. There was the Breakfast with Santa, which is an annual event. So he attended that. We went over to Alviso, and in Alviso, there's Santa Visits Alviso event. Dick Santos and Judy Santiago and the whole foundation sponsored that event. So he attended that event. And then last week, how many people have been to Christmas in the Park? Anybody yet? Okay. So last week, the councilman sponsored a D4 night. Maybe next year you come, you join us. We had some performances by Piedmont Hills High School, Orchard School, Joy of Dancing, and the Berryessa Chinese School. So maybe next year, it won't conflict with Piedmont Middle and Sierramont, and maybe we could have them come and perform at Christmas in the Park. There are just a couple of improvements that are on their way. So there are some important crosswalks that will be installed in the district let me point out the areas you live in some of these neighborhoods. Morel and Via Montez, a new crosswalk. You know, when you have those enhanced crosswalks, you have the lights, you know, those lights. So that's right across the street from Morel Middle School. The other one, we all know there's that accident on Sierra Mauna Kea. So there's going to be a crosswalk placed there. Another one, Hofstadter and Agua Vista. And then right here behind us, Penitencia Creek and Rock Canyon. So some great safety measures. So we're making it safe. Councilman is making it safe for you to walk in our neighborhoods. And then finally, I want to leave you with, there's a pickleball court coming to town, and it's at Cataldi Park. So who knows what pickleball is? No? Yeah, I had to look that one up too. It's a combination of badminton, ping pong, and tennis. So there's going to be a new court at Cataldi. Maybe I'll find someone out here to play someday. We'll learn together. And then the new dog park is coming right over here off of Piedmont Road across from the 7-Eleven. So that's coming next year, 2023. And then the last thing I want to leave you with is tree planting. So the councilman wants to plant 1,000 trees in the district. So every month we're going to do a tree planting event. We welcome your support, your help. Usually, typically 20, 25 trees. We're going to be planting trees at all the schools. So look out for the newsletter. All right. Thank you all so much for your time. I know these guys we're ready to listen to you. All right. So, all right. Thank you so much, everybody.
And this is the orchestra from Sierra Mount Middle School under the direction of Lauren White.
Thank you. You did the introduction perfect. So our first piece is called A Christmas Canticle, and you'll hear a medley of 3 holiday tunes. Let's welcome the Sierra Mount Orchestra. Thank you very much for having me.
We are really blessed that this wonderful entertainment is, just warms my heart to see that we can have this enjoyed and turn you on. So this musical entertainment tonight was brought to you by Berryessa Union School District and BCA's. Together. We want the kids to be able to go back and get some cookies and juice or water or a cup of coffee if you want. And Dick Santos, did you want to have something to say tonight?
We're happy to bring.
Yeah. All right, I don't have any, oh. Ty, do you want to give a report, an update on the non-local?
Valerie's gonna do that.
Oh,
I'll give a real quick update here. As many of you know, the Berryessa community rallied when we found out 6 months ago that our Penitentiary Reach 2 Park was slated for tiny homes, the emergency interim housing. During the past 6 months, many community members attended city council meetings, put up flyers and signs, and donated money to hire an attorney to do research and send a letter to the mayor and the city council, stating why we felt that Penitentiary Reach 2 is a park, has always been a park, and should remain a park with no homes in it. I'm happy to report that on November 29th, the City Council unanimously voted to remove Penitentiary Reach 2 from a potential site for emergency interim housing, and it is permanently removed. That means we don't have to go through this again. I do want to let you know that we are awaiting the final attorney legal invoice. And by the way, I think they did an outstanding job, and it was quite cost efficient. I was very surprised. I'm a retired CPA, and I know how much these things can cost. But any leftover funds will be used to improve penitentiary reach too, such as park benches or helping with the tree planting or whatnot. So as soon as we get that final invoice, we'll have discussions with the community about what to do with the leftover or remaining funds. Thank you very much. And I really want to give a big shout out to BCAC. They made this happen by helping the Not on Noble charter housing the funds here, doing their due diligence and fiduciary duty to make sure the funds were expended properly. And I also want to thank our council member, David Cohen, and his staff, because I think without his support, we would not have gotten the result that we got. He was a true champion on our behalf. Thanks.
Okay, well, we really moved right along, didn't we? Is there anybody else that I'm supposed to recognize tonight? Because I can't tell, but okay. And you were a great audience tonight, and I know you're so proud to hear the kids play together. So with no further ado, we have coffee, we have some water left maybe, and some soda, and lots of cookies tonight. So please go back, help yourself. This meeting is adjourned.